Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got ourselves a collector booster box of Zendikar Rising. This set was released September 25th, 2020, and this box contains 12 packs with 15 cards each, plus 2 box toppers. So everything looks fully sealed and intact. I don't see any reason why we shouldn't go ahead and crack this thing open, other than potentially we could lose some money. But so let's get that going. So within the collector boxes, we will get 2 box toppers, which are both going to be expedition lands, but they're going to be non-foil. So each one of these 2 is going to be a non-foil expedition. However, inside of these packs here, we could be looking at 1, 2, 3, who knows how many expedition lands in foil. My max has been 3, so we'll see if we can't beat my max. So here we go, pack 1 of Zendikar Rising. And don't worry about the clear wrapping, because the box was sealed. We're totally fine. I'd be a little leery if this was a single pack that I was purchasing off the internet. So we'll go through the commons one time. So we got an Expedition Healer, a Pyroclastic Helion, a Dauntless Survivor, a Prowling Felidar, Nissa's Zendikon, Paired Tactician, Base Camp, and then we're going to see our full art land. So this is when we kind of shift to the more valuable cards in the box, hopefully. Oh, I skipped one. So we have a Null Priest of Oblivion here coming in as an extended art non-foil. Then we have a Shatter Skull Smashing, Mythic from the main set. Decent hit here. And then we're going to see an Arkham Hellhound, then a Canopy Baloth, and then we're going to see one of our pathways. Here we're going to see the Needle Verge pathway, and on the back we get the Pillar Verge pathway. So a little bit of red and white action there. And then we see a Spitfire Lagak. And our last card, oh, look at that. Misty Rainforest right off the bat, pack number 1. Picking ourselves up, yeah, at least $40 in value. So in non-foil, this is valued at $40. And then if you were wondering, there's a core and a plant in the back. So I'm going to go ahead and immediately just throw that one in a soft sleeve. Just put it right there. I'll slide our token over. And we'll just kind of keep track of the big hits this way. So, all right, 1 down. Let's see if we can find some more. Pack number 2. Go a little bit faster through this one. So we'll just kind of skim through until we get to our big land there, right? So we got our plains, and then we're going to see a Crawling Barrens. Then we're going to see a Relic Robber, so that's going to be our rare from the set, not high value. Then we're going to see the Showcase Squid, the Hellhound, and we're going to see another pathway here, the Bright Climb. And on the back, right, it's the Grim Climb. So decent hits there. Like to see those pathway lands. Then we got a Pickaxe. And our last card is going to be a Scoot Swarm in foil. Decent hit from the set in Showcase. Somewhere around $3 to $5, I would guess. And then we have a Drake and a Plant. All right, so 1 foil expedition and 2 packs. No, that doesn't mean we're going to see 6. All right, so we'll just skim through these real quick. Nothing of huge value that I saw. So we've got ourselves a Plains, followed by a Yasharan Implacable Earth. Then a Shatter Skull Charger, not a high value rare. And then we're going to see a Brushfire Elemental, a Fearless Fledgling, and there we go. Omnith Lotus of Creation Showcase coming in here. It's going to be just over $14. Decent hit from the main set. And then we're going to see a Territorial Skyclave. And our last card in the pack is going to be a Wayward Guidebeast coming in here in foil. And then we're going to see a Cat and a Construct token in the back. So I'm going to also throw our Omnith in a soft case. After all, he is featured on all the packs. So Omnith is only one of 4 cards in the main set. So this would be non-extended art cards. That is over $10. So there's not a ton of high value cards in this set. All right, so we got ourselves a Forest. And then we're going to see a Roiling Vortex come in here. It's going to be a decent hit from the set. Then we get ourselves a Nimble Trap Finder, not high value. Then we're going to see a Prowling Felidar, Skyclave Pickaxe, and a Lotus Cobra coming in from Showcase. Nice to see that. A few dollars there. Then a Canyon Jerboa. And our last card is going to be an Emiria's Call coming in. This will be a flip card. And then we can see on the back, Emiria Shattered Skyclave. Unfortunately, I don't think it's high value. Looking at my list, I don't see it. All right, so we'll just keep moving on. If I miss something, I'll put it in the overlay. So that way you don't miss it. All right, pack number 4. All right, so we've got ourselves a Forest token here, or a Forest, not a token, an Aura Skyclave Hierophant. Not a high value card. Then we get a Skyclave Relic, Canopy Baloth, a Prowling Felidar, and a Felidar Retreat. This is a fun card to play. So whenever lands come in, you can make cats or pump up your creatures. We got a Canopy Baloth. And we're going to see a Null Priest of Oblivion coming in here in the end. Valued over $1. And then we have an Angel and an Insect. All right, I'm just going to stack all those up. All right, so we've got ourselves starting off with a Mountain. Saw a Scoot Swarm. So we're going to see a Throne of Makindi coming in here, followed by the Scoot Swarm, then a Dreadworm, Skyclave Cat, and then we're going to see a River Glide Pathway coming in here. Very cool to see that. That's going to be the most valuable pathway. And on the back side is going to be the Lava Glide Pathway. Then we're going to see the Dreadworm, followed by the Skyclave Apparition, and a Cat Beast with a copy token. So there is one token in the set valued over $1. It's the Cat Beast with the plant on the other side. It's only worth $1.11, so I'm not too focused on it. Just figured I'd call it out. In case you happen to be sitting on a dozen of them, you have $12. All right, so we got ourselves a Swamp. Then we're going to see a Tajaru Paragon coming in here from green. Then an Angel of Destiny from the main set. Very decent mythic hit here, just over $4 in non-foil. We have the Spitfire Lagak, the Ox, Phylath World Sculptor coming in here in Showcase. Not a high value hit. Then we have the Nectar Pot and Morug Fury of Akum coming in here as a mythic in Showcase. Decent hit, just over $4. All right, so that was pack number 6. This is pack number 7. Still only one expedition, and of course it was in pack number 1. That's a decent uncommon hit from the set. That's valued just over $1. All right, so we've got ourselves an Island, Glasspool Mimic, Pathway here, this time from the main set or the regular set in normal frame. Functions the same. We've got the Nectar Pot, we've got the old Ruin Crab, and a Crag Crown Pathway coming in here. This is the second lowest Pathway land. So it's red and green. Then we get a Squid, and then we get a Nimble Trap Finder in Extended Art, and an Illusion token. So not the best pack there. We've got 4 packs to go. I really hope we see one more forest or foil expedition. That's really what these packs and this set is all about. It is the expedition chase. All right, so we got ourselves a mountain, a relic robber, an Akiri Fearless Voyager, a Dreadworm, Territorial Skyclave. We got ourselves the Nidoverge Pathway, which is the Pillavarge pathway on the back, the Hellhound, and then Implacable Earth coming in again. So we've seen this card once before, not a high value hit. Then the Core Warrior and a Goblet in the back. All right, so 3 packs left to go. Field Research, another Ruin Crab, got ourselves a Swamp, a Lithoform Engine, Mythic coming in from the main set. Very good hit here, just over $7. Maul the Skyclaves, Spitfire Lagok again, the Geopede. Ah, there we go. Nahiri, Heir of the Ancients. Mythic coming in here from the main set. Not a high, or not a super high value card. Then the Lagok again in foil. And this time we get a foil pathway. We get the River Glide pathway in foil. And that's going to be our big hit with the cat and the insect on the back. We'll just scan through these. All right, so we got ourselves an island. Maul the Skyclaves. Skyclave Ranger coming in here. Then we see the Ox, the Nectar Pot, and the Kazandu Mammoth, not high value. Then the Geopede. And there we go, Bloodstained Mire coming in here. So this is going to be a very good hit at over $60 for the non-foil version. So I'll put the pricing on the screen so you can see what that looks like in foil. So now we've got 2 expeditions. We're guaranteed to get 2 more in non-foil. But maybe we can eke out one more foil one in this pack. You never know. All right, so we got ourselves a Plains, Maddening Cacophony, Glasspool Mimic, Arkham Hellhound, the Pickaxe, Scoot Swarm, then Fearless Fledgling, followed by a Roiling Vortex and an Angel Warrior. All right, so we ended up with 2 foil expeditions from the set. I would say both very good. There's at least $100 in value just with these 2 cards. So now we've got our 2 expedition box toppers. There we go. These kind of open up pretty easily. You want to be very careful not to catch any corners. All right, and so our first one is going to be an Arid Mesa. So this is going to be a very decent hit at just over $20. So fantastic to see that. And now we have our last expedition. The best one to get is the Cavern of Souls. And if you haven't been following along, I just recently opened a Cavern of Souls on the channel. Not from Zendikar, though. So I can already tell it's a little off-center, but let's see what it is. A Scalding Tarn coming in here. Very good hit, just over $40. So we got really good expeditions in this box with the Arid Mesa and the Scalding Tarn in non-foil and the Misty Rainforest and the Bloodstained Mire. And then we also got our Omnith Lotus of Creation and definitely a whole lot more value in here. So stay tuned. I'll get everything sorted, organized, and be right back with the MTG Box Analysis. All right, the expeditions have been triple sleeved and all the other cards have been sorted, inventoried, and priced. Now let's get into the MTG Box Analysis. As we usually do, let's review the set and establish what was possible in this box. The Zendikar Rising set contains a total of 384 cards, plus a 30-card Expedition subset. The collector booster box we opened can see cards numbered 281 to 379 in non-foil, and cards numbered 1 through 379 in foil. This basically means that in non-foil we can see borderless, showcase, and extended art, and in foil we can see every card except for the 5 basic lands. The 2 box toppers can be found in collector booster boxes, and 1 can be found inside set booster boxes. All box toppers contain non-foil versions of Expeditions. Foil versions are exclusive to collector booster packs and can be found in about 17% of the packs, according to Wizards.com. This is why you generally see 2 per collector box. However, I have pulled 3 before. I'll drop a link to that video at the end. In case you missed it during the opening, here's a recap of the pack anatomy. Each collector pack features 1 foil rare or mythic that will either be an Expedition, Showcase, Borderless, or Extended Art. There's also 1 foil or mythic from the main set, 1 non-foil, Borderless, or Showcase rare mythic, and 1 non-foil Extended Art that's either rare or mythic. Plus there's 10 commons and or uncommons in the pack, as well as a full art land and a token. Now let's pivot to the set's distribution versus this box. This chart shows all the cards we saw during the opening, with the non-foils in green and the foils in orange. The set is in gray as our baseline. As expected, we didn't see any non-foils from the main set. In this box, we ended up with 6 rare borderless cards, plus 6 rare showcase cards, and 24 common and uncommon showcase cards, and our 2 box topper Expeditions. In the foil space, we saw between 14 and 19 cards for each of the 5 primary colors of Magic, plus 1 borderless, 24 showcase, 7 extended art, and 2 foil Expeditions. In this box, we saw 37 unique non-foil cards within the borderless, showcase, and extended art categories, which accounts for 37% of the 99 cards in these categories. Within the foil space, we saw 128 unique cards, providing us an overall coverage of 34% of the 379 cards we were eligible to see. Surprisingly, we saw more than 40% coverage in 3 of the colors, white, red, and green. Pivoting the coverage by rarity, in this collector booster box we had an opportunity to see 9 commons, 6 uncommons, 64 rares, and 20 mythics in the non-foil space. We saw every single one of the commons, 83% of the uncommons, 20 rares giving us 31% coverage, and 5 mythics giving us 25% coverage. In the foil space, we saw 67 commons, 28 uncommons, 18 rares, and 6 mythics. This box contained 180 cards, of which 2 of the foils were repeated, 1 full art land, and 1 showcase. In the non-foil space, 1 borderless card and 10 showcase cards were repeated. In total, 14 cards were repeats, giving this box a duplication percentage of only 8%. Now let's take a look at set value. This chart shows the entire 379 card set by dollar category in non-foil prices. As you can see, there are 10 cards valued over $10, 18 cards valued between $5 and $10, and 56 cards between $1 and $5. The remaining 295 cards are all valued less than $1. Now, if you were to add up the prices of those 379 cards in the set, you'd have a grand total of $466.38. For comparison, those 30 Expeditions in non-foil have a total value of $840.59. Now let's recap the value that we saw in this box in the non-foil space. We saw 4 big hits over $10, including the Extended Art Lithoform Engine at $11.20, the Showcase Omnith Lotus of Creation at $13.77, and our box toppers, the Arid Mesa valued at $23.84, and the Scalding Tarn valued at $42.83. The box also contained 3 cards valued between $5 and $10, and 11 non-foils valued between $1 and $5. The remaining 32 non-foil cards that we saw were all valued less than $1. Now let's take a look at the value that we saw in this box for the foil space. We had 3 big hits over $10, including the Extended Art Amiria's Call at $10.91, and our 2 found foil expeditions, the Misty Rainforest, valued at $73.07, and the Bloodstained Mire at $80.88. This box also contained 5 foils between $5 and $10, and 10 foils valued over $1. The remaining 114 non-foil cards were all valued less than $1. So how did this box perform? Well, I purchased this box from Card Kingdom for $299.99, not including tax. Today we opened up 12 packs with 15 cards each, seeing a total of 180 cards. The 12 tokens are valued at an appalling $1.72. The 48 non-foils have a total market value of $81.57. The 130 foils have a total market value of $89.83. Our 2 non-foil box topper expeditions are valued at $66.67, and our 2 foil expeditions that we found in the box were an amazing $153.95. This brings the box grand total up to $393.74, which is a gain of $93.75 over the price I paid, which equates to 131% of the box price being returned in card value. For those of you interested in cards just valued over $1, the numbers look like this. In total, we saw 36 cards valued over $1 with a combined value of $372.03, which means that the other 144 cards in this box have a combined value of only $21.71, which averages out to only 7 cents a card. Thank you so much for watching. Tomorrow we're going to be cracking open a draft booster pack of Zendikar Rising to see if any value can be found in those. And on Friday, we'll be opening a fat pack of Battle for Zendikar. Be sure to like and subscribe and share the channel. Until next time, do something amazing.